Hello, my name is Ella Gore, and today I'll be talking about fast-paced presentations in a couple of different formats. Presentations are often boring, monotonous, and predictable for the audience, especially with the use of PowerPoint. However, presentations should really be new, exciting, and fun for the audience to watch. Fast-paced presentations are great for audiences that are rowdy, out of control, or out of patience for the presenter. They should be all about the visuals and the timing of each transition into the next slide. The first presentation technique, and the most commonly known, is the pachachkacha, or chit-chat in Japanese. These presentations are aimed towards visual learners and often contain photographs to show the audience what the presenter is passionate about. Having both witnessed and presented in the pachachkacha format, I can tell you that they are fun to do. Pachachkachas are based off of a super simple idea. Each presentation contains 20 slides, with each slide lasting 20 seconds. This keeps the presenter focused and ready to deliver their point within a short time period. The total time, 6 minutes and 40 seconds total, is just enough time to give a lot of information, all the while short enough to keep the audience interested. The founder, Mark Ditham, invented the idea for pachachkachas when he and his colleagues wanted to share photos and give small talks about them. He wanted to keep them short and sweet, and so came up with the 20 by 20 format. This structure has become incredibly popular, and talks have now been held in over 700 cities. Although pachachkachas are typically used for presentations on art, design, photography, and architecture, they can really be used for anything. The important thing to keep in mind for them is to really focus on the timing and get straight to the point. This will keep the presenter from running over their time limit. These last 5 slides have been just a quarter of the full pachachkacha presentation format. As you can tell, it is super easy to keep track of what I'm saying, and even if each slide is a little boring, you only have to wait a few seconds to move on. This is really beneficial to those presenters that tend to overtalk or lose concentration with speaking. There are several other presentation formats similar to pachachkachas. This includes lightning talks, which originated at Carnegie Mellon University. Like pachachkachas, lightning talks have time limits, usually lasting only 5 minutes, and are intended for a speaker to narrow down a topic to its essence in order to grab the audience's attention. Oftentimes, these are given without slide. Another structure of fast-paced presenting is the Lessig method. These presentations move even faster than the pachachkachas, and visuals are incredibly important. The goal is to capture the viewer's attention, whether that's with photos or with text. With Lessig's method, the movement and the speed of the visuals are everything. This method was developed by Lawrence Lessig, who was a law professor at Stanford University. The goal is to simplify the information, use contrast between slides, and repeat the information to really drive it into the audience members' heads. But most importantly, the goal is to keep the big picture in mind. As David Hornick said, Lessig's presentations are a fantastic combination of content, art, and brand because they are quick, to the point, and interesting enough to hold the viewer's attention. Another method, similar to Lex's, is the Takahashi method. Sorry. Okay. Is it okay if I go back from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just start from another method.
Yeah.
Okay. Right there?
Yeah, I'll just stop right there.
Okay. Another method, similar to Lessig's, is the Takahashi method. This method uses big text and no images to distract from the information. The creator, Masayoshi Takahashi, believed in slides that were easy to read even in large spaces and memorable even after the audience had left. As you can tell, these different presentation types are varied, but all have one thing in common: a tendency to move through the slides quickly and to pare down a topic to its essence. This gives it a much younger and modern feel to them. Fast-paced presentations have become a lot more popular in the last few years because of their simplicity to carry out. They are also a good way to keep audience members interested from start to finish. They can also be an easier way for presenters to get through a lot of information in a small time period by forcing them to plan ahead and really think about the organization of their presentations. This is beneficial to both the presenter and the audience and increases understanding for everyone. This is crucial to any presentation, and in combination with strong visuals can make a presentation on anything a great one with a happy audience. Thank you.